hear that. I apologize so much. It's all them. It's not me, man. I promise. It's all them. They're all degenerate piles of trash. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's got to go, dog, next time. Okay, all right. Thank you, Dragon, again. I appreciate you. But the timing could not be more perfect because now Rev... Oh, God.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So I have to start this video off by addressing the elephant in the room. Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here.
So I'm going to watch this before we go back to Marvel Rivals. Chat, I'm not going to lie. This is probably going to go up on YouTube because my reaction to it is probably going to be heartbreaking because he's my Oshi. I absolutely love this guy. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So I have to start this video off by addressing the elephant in the room, so to speak. So after nearly 5 years of countless successful campaigns and introducing thousands of you guys to their company, Advanced has terminated the contracts of both me and my wife, Darling Strawb. Now, I considered many factors when deciding how to respond to this. Yesterday on Twitter, I said I was going to...
Boo! AdvancedGG sucks. Dragon Treasure Tea is better.
Make a full video, but after reflecting on things, I think it's in the best interest of everyone if I make a brief statement here and try to move on. Now, if you want additional context as to what transpired here over the past couple of days, there are plenty of YouTube videos already out there, as well as just general context on Twitter. All this was so public, you can figure out the narrative.
Lulu, Miss Lulu, you fucking suck. You're horrible.
And why people like myself and countless others are not only shocked, but incredibly disappointed by how all of this transpired. Now, if you want to support me, and many of you guys did through Advanced for years, that's not an option. My code doesn't work, my page is gone, and if you want to support the channel, continuing on from this moment, the best way is to watch my videos, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a Giga Chad, drop a super thanks. You will get a heart from me, and it's probably the most direct and best way to support this channel. On top of that, I'm currently revamping my Patreon. I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment. Make sure to check that out. There's going to be a lot of bonus content on there. Going to really work on that. And also, there's some other merch options I'm working on at the moment, but obviously it's not final yet. And when they are final, I'll let you guys know. But that is the situation. It's been a very disappointing and frustrating couple of days. Again, for the people who know the full context of what has transpired, you understand why a lot of people are upset about this, but I feel like it was in your guys' right.
So, since I'm uploading this to YouTube and I might have some stranger come upon this, Rev was basically excommunicated from AdvancedGG because he stood up to a Twitch ambassador named Miss Lala and put logic to her stupid. Yeah. I really don't like you, Miss Lala. I don't. Hence why I said, fuck Miss Lala on Twitter.
As many of you are supporters of Advance, to understand what happened here and that I no longer work.
And I no longer work with him. Fuck him. He's more retarded than Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Fuck you, Pete.
With them, and that is a final decision. So, speaking of other elephants in the room, who's got to do that? Well, Highguard. Yes, let's actually transition into some content for today. Wow. Imagine making content, not having to make these addresses about controversies. But
that's pretty
Highguard is a game that came out recently. This was featured at the Games Awards, or the Game Awards.
Miss Lala, by the way. Well, I don't respect her enough to say her name right. It fell on its face.
This is a free-to-play game. We talked about it a couple days ago. It started off with a pretty decent peak at around 97,000 players. But since then, yeah, that is one of the most brutal drop-offs we've ever seen. Like, this is concordant
like I said, levels Chad, I'll
of
go
failure.
on a date with a
At least, of course, you know, the game is still going, but it is not looking good. In
I'll
fact,
even
right now it's
record
sitting
it
at
and
around
everything. I
12,000
will even
in-game players, and that
pre-download
is an
her on the
improvement.
fact that you
It's an
guys
improvement because
want me to
they've
go
made
on a
some
date with one, and
very
I'll try it out, all
necessary
right?
changes.
And
But
I'll put
since
real effort
since the
into it,
release of this
okay?
game, they've already removed
God.
from the creators of Apex and Titanfall from their description. It seems like the sort of supports and the prestige that was placed on this game is being removed. And of course, you look at other games, Schedule 1 right now has double the concurrent player number than Highguard. That is crazy. And keep in mind again, Highguard is free to play. But of course, one of the highlights here is that games journalists are doing everything in their power to defend this game. Even when they're trying to criticize it, they're still throwing shade at anyone who dares to not like this game. So Kotaku here with an absolute banger article saying Highguard has made some people unhinged, but that doesn't mean the game shouldn't be criticized. Unhinged, you say? Well, let's see what they mean by that. So they say the launch of Highguard this week has reignited a debate around good manners. Over 100 people worked for several years on a project they were passionate about. Instead of everyone giving it a fair shake and casually...
I will say this about this Neven thing, since you're bringing it up, chat, so casually, okay? Me and Neves are not an item. As soon as she says, hey, Kodiak's my guy, then I'm free to date whoever I want. End of story. She hasn't said that, so guess what? I'm not taken. I'm not off the market.
Talking about what they did or didn't like about it, the conversation around the new multiplayer shooter was quickly subsumed by a torrent of knee-jerk negativity. Social media is full of people dunking on the game for clout, and Steam reviews are full of users who barely touched in on PC before rushing to grade it almost entirely based on hardware performance. Well, that last part's fair. A lot of people gave up on this game instantaneously because they literally couldn't even get a lobby to play in because there wasn't enough players. The 3v3 style was really off-putting, and we'll talk about that in just a second because they made some adjustments to the sort of matchup dynamic.
I see you too on X.
But again, they're calling people unhinged for not liking this game and calling it a knee-jerk reaction when some people just instantly knew this game was not worth their time. The Gamer also has come to the defense of Highguard, saying Highguard's failure shouldn't matter this much. Really? It shouldn't?
Yeah, okay.
Because this, as Kotaku said, this is a game developed by over 100 people. And, you know, they put on the label from the creators of Apex and Titanfall. So they really hyped this up. It was featured at the Game Awards. Like, this was a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay? This was supposed to be a very hyped project, but
this was hyped up like the guy who was running the Game Awards. He like hyped this shit up for it to be like the best thing of 2026. At the end of it, he was like, "Oh my god, I'm saving the best for last."
But it fell on its face instantaneously. But according to the Gamer, it shouldn't matter this much. It should matter. This should be a lesson. And one of the interesting things is that, well, people are defending this. Okay, I'm seeing people defending this by saying Highguard is the perfect example of people asking for something new, and when it comes, they don't support it.
Fuck.
Really? What's new? Yeah, ask here in the comment section, what is your example of something new? It's nothing new. It's like 6 games into one and not done good. I 100% disagree. Also, W smug editor. Okay. This person said, content creators pissed. Nobody wants to watch them play or something. I'm not really believing any of that.
No. My
dude saw a horse and his mind was blown. This isn't new, though. This is just rearranging the ingredients like it's a Taco Bell promo item. Pretty fair shakedown there. And I saw this. I thought this was pretty funny. This is a safe space if you like Highguard.
What?
And it's a gif of Dark Souls, which is interesting. But in the replies, this person says, viewing it like a beta right now because the only complaints I have with it are so fixable. I really hate this mentality.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, I really dislike this when people are like, yeah, a game, it's basically like beta on launch. No.
This is why
have these
people
things
come back
fixed.
to
If
the
they're so
stream
easy
/
to
chat.
fix, why wasn't it done already?
Fuck off, DJ.
That is a very fair thing to say. I do not like this. It is excusing mediocrity in the production of a game. Who cares what it looks like on launch? It's just the beta. No, it's the launch. It should be ready. If these things are so fixable, it should have been done already. But they did fix something, and this is definitely a W for Highguard.
Like this game isn't
so they
something
added
new. It's
a new 5v5 limited time mode.
The game's
which
so bad.
5v5 from
I kind of got turned off to
experiencing
even giving it a try the moment you
upgrade.
were in chat
like
saying
if this
that it looked
was
like mud and
available
it runs like
on
poop.
launch, things might have actually been different. See, that's the problem when you introduce a game as a beta. People are turned off and they're not coming back. This is being very well received, but the player number has not recovered whatsoever in any sort of meaningful way. This came way too late. And again, good on them for doing this, but there's a reason why people are not going to come back. It was just that bad on launch. And also, it is important to point out,
Highguard legit.
Limited
That's
time.
wrong with gaming.
So I guess they're going to see how it works out.
Won't see
I
it
think
on
they're
my
going to keep
channel.
this
That's
100%.
Sure.
But I don't think it's going to be enough to bring back
Actual dog
any
shit,
substantial amount of players.
Wow.
And then you can see Jeff Keighley still trying so hard to prop this thing up. He's been shilling this game so much that you must think he has some financial interest in it. Like it's that much. And this game just hasn't panned out the way I'm sure he thought it would. But let's continue. It appears that the studio and its CEO are mad at the toxicity, saying toxicity is challenging. Was there a different way?
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around right now from stupid-ass CEOs, right, Peter?
Hey, was there a better way? And I don't know the answer to that yet today. I would not say that publicly.
I worked on games as a writer.
Basically saying I don't know how to make this game better.
Launch, it needs to be
well, we saw one example, 5v5. Should have been there on launch.
Don't have video games
but
if you
of
can't
course,
handle toxic
talking
people.
about toxicity.
Yeah, that's true.
There's plenty of people have made valid criticisms of this game, but trying to veil it all as toxicity is, well, pretty expected. But there was some more from that interview where they're talking about dealing with the internet. And they say, unfortunately, the reaction to the trailer was, let's say, mixed. No, it was extremely negative. And they continue saying there were a few reasons for that.
Like it's a hero
There's
shooter,
a general
Revs,
apathy
etc.
towards
with
online
mounts.
shooters today. People
Like,
were
when
perhaps
is this
hoping
an
for
actual
Half-Life
feature to
3
begin
or a
with?
God of
Two,
War to close the awards,
a game
and the trailer
is
itself just
combining pretty
failed
much
to
3 game
excite.
modes into
It
one,
led to
capture
a
the point,
harsh
siege, capture
backlash
the flag.
towards
Again, nothing
Highguard.
new
Disgruntled
here
gamers were
either.
calling it the next Concord, and even the media joined in.
Instead
Yeah,
of
the media
blaming the
joined
players,
in,
take
largely
responsibility,
defending you
fix it.
nonstop and
Don't blame the
talking about
players
the
regardless of how
knee-jerk
toxic
reactions
they
from
respawn.
unhinged
That's
people, as
true.
we've seen today. But also they say there's been
Could it
a
be good?
bit of a
Perhaps.
shift
Will it
in the
be? I
online
doubt it.
mentality
Yeah,
and
exactly.
sentiment around these games. I don't know that we really let it affect us. We've been successful in building big franchises that stand the test of time by continually surprising our audience and dialoguing with them, and that's the intention here as well. Ultimately, when you look top down from a 30,000
DJ,
foot
if you're
view,
saying it's so bad, I'm never
shooters
ever
are
gonna
still
play it.
the rocket fuel that is propelling the game's business, both in monthly
Because you got a higher
users,
tolerance for
playtime, and
bullshit
revenue.
than I do.
The CAGRs are really positive, strong, and continuing to grow. 5 of the top 10 games on PC are shooters by MAU. We can go on and on with stats, but still, there is an undercurrent of sentiment and some disregard. I don't think you're going to change people's minds by basically saying everyone is being toxic and then turning around and also saying,
remember,
well,
guys,
there's
you guys'
so many
comments
successful
are going up on YouTube,
games in this genre. We're basically in good standing. No. Those games didn't fall on their face instantaneously, especially as a free-to-play game within the first 24 hours of launch. This is a disaster. I think this is like crazy
Valorant,
levels
LOL,
of code.
had a
And they keep bringing up the old
baby.
studios, the old labels that they had made. Well, guess what? You're so
definitely
embarrassed
not
by the
playing
connection,
this
it's
trash,
been
then.
removed from the description on Steam. This game, unfortunately, might have had some potential, but
Hi, YouTube.
as you can see, it is withered away. People are not
Chat, say
impressed.
hi to
And
YouTube.
can they turn around? I think they can turn around a little bit, but all the way back to the level of expectations they probably had set for this game, I don't believe so.
Went on to be
But
very
anyways, that's going to do it for
successful
today's
because they
video.
immediately owned
Again,
and
thank you
fixed
guys
it.
for all the support. So many people have been in my DMs and leaving positive comments, and I know a lot of you guys will support the channel, whether it's directly through YouTube or Patreon or the future merch drops I know we're going to have. But yeah, it's just been a crazy couple of days, and I'm glad to just open up a video today and just record something. That's literally the best thing you can do. Just move on and keep going, because what else can you do? Like, wallow? No. Like, it's been a frustrating and disappointing couple of days, but it is what it is. This is unfortunately how a lot of things go with the current landscape we're in. I don't think things are really going to change anytime soon, so, you know, just support me and your other favorite content creators in ways that make sense to you, and that's really all I have for today. So as always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Rev, I'm gonna make a very, very public statement here in a second. So everybody in chat knows he's one of my Oshis. He's one of the guys that motivated me to get in here. I took on AdvancedGG after weighing the pros and cons of other places that DJ gave me to go, and I picked AdvancedGG for the very specific reason that Rev was representing them. And I thought that since Rev had a whole bunch of success being the way that he is, I thought that I would have a shot. But it turns out their CEO is a giant dumpster fire. And now this company's going to rot because of it. It will. May not happen today, may not happen tomorrow. But Rev and Strawb, the freaking Discord cave, definitely supports you. Slayer Bear supports you. When you guys come out with that merch, I'll probably be one of the first ones to buy it, because I have ordered your Jolly Pop literally every time that it's ever been in AdvancedGG store. I am very sorry that this happened to you, Rev and Strawb. You did not deserve that. My theory is that Lala complained to Twitch, and then Twitch subsequently went over and talked to Dum Dum Pete about the idea of kicking you off the lineup. That's my theory, and that's only a theory. It's not concrete. I have no evidence to back that claim, but I'm going to make it as a theory. And if you did that, Lala, nope. Don't cry, dude, when your whole entire channel falls apart, because you've lost a whole lot because of this. The reason why everybody said... Well, the reason why everybody dumped in your comments is because we love America. You missed the point where nearly 60% of the country voted for this to happen. That's what you missed. You said fuck ICE to a 1% problem amongst all of the arrests that they have. Literally. They have good arrests 99% of the time, and I will take that quota. Why? Because they're getting pedophiles, they're getting murderers, they're getting rapists, they're getting them all off the streets. And they're doing that for you. And you told them to go F off. Go fuck yourself, Lala. Seriously. And I will be the warrior type of man and tell you to go fuck yourself. See, Rev's a nice guy, and you took advantage of that. You really, really did. So when your channel falls apart and you start crying on the internet, nobody's going to feel bad for you. Not a single person will feel bad for you, Lala. And I hope to God you lose so many followers and subscribers that you lose that Twitch ambassador role that you have. Reminder, do the statement. Don't go and harass Lala chat. Don't do that. She made her play. Now she's got to live with it. And that's the end of that. And that's all I got to say about that situation. I'm sorry, Strawb and Rev, that this happened to you. It should never have happened. And I'll see you on YouTube, I guess.